Hi everybody, I'm Natalie from Naturally Social, and today I've got some really cool tips and tricks to show you on how you can use Microsoft Copilot for your content creation. So I like to always open Microsoft 365 Copilot in a web browser, just so you can get the full suite of apps. And it's worth noting as well that you need to have the paid for version of Copilot in order to access these features. And it's about £20 a month starting costs. So down the left-hand side, you've got access to your agents, notebooks. I'll come onto that on another day, but today I'm going to show you the create section. So when you click on create, it brings you to a new dashboard here. And if you start by uploading your brand kit, which is super useful for remembering how your content should be created. So we're going to call this Naturally Social. And we're going to add my brand guidelines because I've already got a document for those. And then it will pull all of the information from the brand kit, as you can see down the right-hand side here. So this is really cool and it's going to save you a lot of time. It might feel very similar to Canva for content creation when you can add brand kits there. A few minutes later, this probably took about 10 minutes, we can see that actually Copilot has extracted all of the information from the brand guidelines that I have uploaded. And we can then save the assets that it's created into our brand kit. And then if we look down, you can see all the things that it's extracted from the brand kit PDF guide, which is fabulous. Of course, you can add in new ones if you want, or if you don't have a full brand kit, but it's picked up all of our primary colors, our secondary colors. It's given us some color guidelines of how to use it. And it's also got our fonts and our brand voice should be in here. It's got some examples here of our brand photography direction and speech bubble icon use, which is really cool. So yeah, this is all ready to go. So uploading your brand kit into the create area of Microsoft Copilot will allow you to keep anything you create, visual and written styles, the same and on brand, which even empowers the rest of your colleagues as well. Now, once you've got that brand kit, what else can Microsoft Copilot do for your content creation? Well, imagery. Imagery and visualizing data and information is one of its skills. Let's show you some examples. And you can see at the top, you've got a whole host of things that you can do with the Create app, all listed here. And you can pull from your own Microsoft and SharePoint site to make it even more personal. So I've selected here to design an infographic. I'm going to add a work file and it will pull a link forward. So copy for infographic, and then I'm just going to describe it. So it's a reflection of success for the company in the last 12 months. And you can, of course, give more detail to this in terms of like help to visualize this data for us to share internally. And then we click create. Amazingly, it's pulled out some really good key statistics and it's done a really good job of pulling in some of our fonts and our key information here. So over the right-hand side, you can see that there are some quick actions for design and design editing, and it even has design suggestions available under the suggest icon on the right-hand side. So I'm going to go brand color and select our brand kit again. And let's say and they come up with some great options. So export images here, visualize a process, create a video thumbnail, visualize a mood board, sketches into photos, so many options. And we're going to go create a workplace image. This is the image that it's come up with. Really love it. Really bright, all within Naturally Social's brand colors, which is fabulous. This was done in a kind of photorealistic way, but we could make it in neon art. And suggest changes, and before we then click update. And you may want to use an image that says, okay, this is what something that we've already got looks like. Can you follow this this pattern? So you can then just download it straight away, PNG or JPEG or PDF or even PowerPoint in your designs, download, and off you go. Okay, so we all know that video is king when it comes to social media and content creation. And one of the features that I love within Microsoft Copilot is the ability to create videos from scratch, but also from documents that I've already created. So I do a lot of workshops and presentations. I can take those PowerPoint documents that it's already got access to, and I can create really short video summaries that allows me to produce more content across more channels at the click of a button. I'm going to show you how that works. And so again, brand kit, create a video from this document. We're going to create it, and then this will give me something that I can share on socials or on YouTube. We can see it has pulled in its final touches, and that's taken about 2 or 3 minutes. And we've got the transcript here, and you can...
Welcome to Prompt Like a Pro. I'm Natalie Luckham, founder and director at Naturally Social.
And then finally, it's all about that copy. We know how we can create videos and we can create imagery with Copilot. And now we're going to show you how you can create blog copy or social media captions right within Copilot. I'm using in the new chat thread, help me to write a blog post to advertise our social media training aimed at small business owners and freelance social media managers. And you can then edit it in a canvas stroke pages is what they're called here. So you can also add examples of any work content that we've written. So it has examples of past blog posts that have performed really well. And then I'm just going to click and run that prompt. First draft is ready. You can see Copilot's given me this content here. We scroll right down to the bottom and tap edit in pages. You then see it brings up, very similar if you've used ChatGPT before, into this canvas area. And they call this, as I said, pages. So on the left-hand side, we can start to message Copilot and ask for any of the changes that we need. It might be that we want to include some citations and links. We might want to change and make it shorter. We want to add a call to action at the end. And then any changes that you write in the left-hand side will come through, as you can see then, to the bottom of this page here. And then you can add it to a notebook. We'll come on to notebooks in another video. You can also share your blog post with members of your team. So without having to copy and paste this into a Word doc and send it backwards and forwards by email, you can hit share, top right. You can copy the components onto our team or add it into Microsoft Teams chat. And then your team member will be able to amend it, make suggestions, and leave comments right there in Microsoft Copilot. So there are my simple tips for you to use Microsoft Copilot for your content creation. And just remember, one of the great things about Microsoft Copilot is that it uses the documents that you've already got saved on your own Drive and SharePoint, and it has that enterprise grade security baked in. So enjoy, and I hope you found this really useful. If so, hit subscribe and stay tuned for more content.